Happy New Year's Eve, everybody. I hope that next year is better than this one, because god damn this year sucked. For me personally, it was probably worse than 2020. Anyway, most other YouTubers are celebrating the new year by making videos recapping everything they've done on their channel in the past year, but I can't really do that because I don't think I've uploaded enough for that. But what I can do is something that absolutely no one asked for by recapping the weirdest ads that I've seen in 2021. But before I get started with the video properly, I should probably mention that I have not seen literally every ad that came out this year, so I probably haven't even scratched the surface of the depths of the depravity of this year's crop of ads in this video. With that said, let's get started. So what could possibly be a better way to start off this list than the absolute bottom of the barrel, also known as mobile game ads? We all know just how bad mobile game ads are. Every commentary YouTuber on the planet has made a video about them at least once. So this is beating a dead horse so much that at this point, we're just slapping the horse's casket by continuing to complain about them. With that being said, I am going to continue slapping the horse's casket by continuing to complain about bad mobile game ads. It should not be that hard to make a decent mobile game ad. Just show some gameplay and include an interactive bit at the end where the viewer can play a small portion of the game. However, in the absolute best case scenario, mobile game companies will be compelled to include some sort of bizarre caption with the game's play that just adds to the cringe level. And in the worst case scenario, the ad will purposefully mislead the viewer by showcasing a type of gameplay that only shows up in small portions of the game or not at all, thus making the viewer think that the game is going to be way more exciting than it actually is. But today, we're talking about ads that are somewhere in the middle of all that. Take a look at this.
Which side will you choose? Evil or good?
Wow! Witch King looks so cool, but I want to be in good fashion.
Do you like core combat or developing construction?
I want to play casually.
Which one do you prefer? Defense or offense?
Defense, of course.
Aha! Then I will recommend you to join Erebor. Erebor is not only rich in mineral resources, but also far away from the battlefield. Dwarves have a 5% buff on building speed, which is perfect for players who love construction. Our axe throwers and ram raiders are also special and powerful enough. Are you ready to have my axe?
Okay, they did kind of show some gameplay, but they also add this cringy narration from a guy with an annoying voice. Seriously, the majority of gamers are testosterone-filled balls of aggression who use games as a way to shoot people without getting arrested. I can confirm, I am one of those people. So why, in order to market to these people, did you have the guy playing it in the ad choose to play defensive and casually and decide to play on good faction despite admitting that Witch King is 10 times cooler than Aragorn? The thing is, I had actually seen a separate ad for this game before this, and was actually considering download it because I like Lord of the Rings and it seemed fun. But then I saw this ad and realized, oh, it's one of those kinds of games, and decided against it. So your stupid ad had the opposite effect on me. Admittedly, I might be making way too big of a deal out of this than I should, so let's move on to the next ad before I blow a gasket. So I actually got this next ad on the day I wrote this video. It's for a game called Rise of Kingdoms, which you may or may not have heard of, and if I had to suffer through this, then so do all of you.
Jack, you're so amazing!
What?
You've only been playing ROK for a week and you've already got 8 million power. How'd you do it?
Because I chose the Japanese civilization. Resource collection speed has a 5% bonus, making early game resource gathering even faster, so I can quickly upgrade my main city. Of course my power is high.
But I have 10 million power! How can it even compare with me?
10 million? How'd you do that?
Because I chose the Vikings. They're an aggressive civilization with high attack power and counterattack damage bonuses. You can quickly develop yourself by plundering other people's resources. I'm especially fond of those resources that you have. Mind telling me your game ID?
Don't you dare rob me!
I genuinely have no idea how you can dub audio over the video you recorded only for the lines you dubbed in to be this badly voice acted. I have no idea, and the dub is so off sync as well. It takes genuine effort to make an ad this bad, and I haven't even started talking about the content of it yet. Personally, I love the implication that this ad takes place in a universe where women are attracted to men who play video games more. That is the sheer opposite of the real world, where except for some rare women with niche fetishes, no girl will go for a guy when the only thing she knows about him is that he plays a lot of Rise of Kingdoms. Also, they misspelled the captions, where it says that the guy has 80 million power, while in the video they say that he has
8 million power.
This threw me off when the other guy started gloating about having 10 million power because I usually absorb captions better than voices. This may or may not have something to do with how badly off sync the audio was. So let's take a break from mobile game ads for a little while and check out the one that inspired me to make this video. Okay, at first glance, it doesn't seem that weird. It's a company called Meta Legends using a popular meme template to advertise their product. Until you start to think about it, because the template makes it look like they're making fun of their own product. Like, was this made by Meta Legends competitors? Because it makes it sound like investing in it would be a stupid thing to do. But it's not that big of a deal. It just struck me as kind of strange. So let's move on to the next ad. So this one is actually from this year's Super Bowl. Remember the most unexciting Super Bowl of all time? Well, an unexciting game also came with unexciting ads. I feel like in recent years, Super Bowl commercials have been less fun, considering most companies are spreading their ad budgets across the entire year, rather than spending most of their money on one ad for the Super Bowl. But still, last year had some truly bizarre ones, like Baby Mr. Peanut and that creepy Coke ASMR commercial. There is no excuse for why the Super Bowl ads this year were so damn boring. This year, the only one that people were talking about after game day was the Uber Eats Wayne's World ad with Cardi B, and that wasn't because it was bizarre. That one was just kind of corporate and bland. But one truly bizarre Super Bowl ad that I feel flew under the radar was this one.
It's just flawless, isn't it?
I think so. Yeah.
I mean, I literally couldn't imagine a more beautiful vessel for Alexa to be inside. Alexa, how many tablespoons are in a cup?
There are 16 tablespoons in a cup.
Babe, food just got here. Why you cooking? Who's that?
Alexa, turn on the sprinklers.
Honey, I already ran the sprinklers. Things are getting way too wet around here.
Alexa, dim the lights.
Alexa, lights up! Alexa, lights up!
Add bath oils to my shopping list.
Alexa, no, don't do that.
Read my audiobook.
I was in his hands. I was being changed.
Yeah.
Realized that I was also kissing him.
Honey, other people have to use the bathroom around here too.
Imagine getting cooked by an Alexa. Ma'am, I know that Michael B. Jordan is hot, but please respect your husband's boundaries. And the last ad that I want to show you guys is one that I got on YouTube just a couple of weeks ago. It was so bad and bizarre that immediately after finishing it, I went to track it down and including in this video. Although, quick warning, things are going to get political, so if you don't want to be exposed to politics right now, then I would recommend stopping the video here. Check this out.
Oh, didn't see you there. We all love this time of year, especially the songs. But let's be honest, many of the classic songs we grew up with are just out of date for our time, filled with atrocious things like acknowledging differences in genders, celebrating the nuclear family, and appreciating traditions and history. Just like wishing people a Merry Christmas is obviously bigoted and outdated, it's time to bring holiday songs into the 21st century by updating them with political correctness. So we're pleased to introduce progressive sounds of the season, modernizing all those cherished classics you know and love, such as Silent, Mostly Peaceful Night, I'll Be Woke for Christmas, Deck the Halls, Fa La 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 Lockdown, Destroy Freedom with Regulations, Fa La 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 Lockdown, Use No Logic and No Reason, Fa La 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 Lockdown.
Okay, so when I first saw this ad, I thought it was a parody of conservative parodies of liberals, in which case it would have been hilarious and amazing. It's not, though. This was a genuine attempt by conservative people to satirize how liberals will often try to sanitize the media.
I'm renouncing my white privilege this Christmas, just so my friends will think I'm woke. Give reparations to black children, straight white men shut up and listen to hear a speech from Robin DiAngelo. We all have that one relative who's just got a disproportionate amount of holiday cheer. This album is the perfect gift to take that away from them and level the playing field. For 3 easy payments of $19.99, this collection can be yours today. But wait! Call now and we will throw in this tax-rich sweater for the small price of $69.99. This is a one-time offer.
Our CDs and cassette tapes are ethically manufactured with union labor and will most likely work on your government-issued listening devices. But let's be honest, even if you don't pay, we're taking your money anyway.
Now, I know what you're thinking. There is no way in God's name that anyone made that unironically. But here's the thing. At the end of the ad, you see this. This was made by the conservative media outlet PragerU, who you might have heard of from their other ads, which they have somehow convinced YouTube to shove down the throats of everybody on the planet, despite the fact that they can be straight up disrespectful at times. Even if you haven't heard of them before, which, by the way, I am very sorry, but you've probably been exposed to their content before, they are very conservative. So this is definitely unironic. They thought this was a genuinely good idea for an ad to make. So those were some of the weirdest ads that I saw in 2021. I should probably mention that I actually saw plenty of other weird ads this year, but a lot of them were pretty difficult to track down and get a clip of, so I couldn't use those. Happy New Year, and see you guys in 2022.